Alright guys, so for, I need lips, give me a second. Okay guys, so for today's video I did a complete full coverage foundation routine. This is something I would do on like a very special occasion. I wouldn't do this every single day, maybe on days that I have extra time, but this includes my cream contour routine and my foundation routine. So I hope you all enjoy it, and stay tuned if you want to see how I did this. So starting off with my foundation routine today, I'm going to use my POREfessional primer. I'm only taking a very little bit because I'm only going to put this on my T-zone. I've already moisturized my face today. I did that earlier this morning when I woke up, so I didn't feel the need to do it again before. Okay. And then I'm going for a more dewy look today, so I'm going to take my L'Oreal Magic Lumi primer. I'm only going to put these, or put this, like my places I want to be highlighted. So on my cheekbones, mainly on the cheekbones. I'm going to put a little bit on the chin right here. On the, and just a little tad on the tip of my nose. Alright, just make sure that's all blended in. Okay. And then, because I love facial sprays, I'm going to take my Smashbox primer water and I'm going to spritz my face with it. For my foundation today, I'm going to use my Maybeline Matte and Poreless foundation. I have two different shades right here to match my skin tone. So I have 125 and 115. So I'm just going to mix that and apply it to my face. I like to drag it down on my neck some. And the reason I used my a luminous primer and then a matte foundation is because I have pretty oily skin. So I didn't want to be like super oily and greasy looking. So this just kind of balances it out for me. I love the appearance of dewy skin, but sometimes on me it looks greasy. So I have to be careful with what I use. Alright, and I'm just using a Real Technique sponge that I ran under the faucet, so it's pretty damp. I'm just pouncing it into my face. Get my ears. My ears are still purple from dyeing my hair, so definitely need to do that. Alright, so I'm just going to drag some down my neck just to match it all together. Time to conceal, and my absolute favorite concealer at the moment is the Maybelline BetterSkin concealer. I'm actually running kind of low on it, so I'm using this to conceal the dark circles. I'm not really going to use it to highlight. I'm going to use something else. So I'm just kind of swiping it in a little circular thing, cleaning up any eyeliner. Okay. And before I go and blend that out, I'm going to take my Anastasia Cream Contour Kit. This is in the shade Fair. Taking this first shade right here, pretty sure that's in Fair, that's what it's called, and I'm highlighting with this. So I'm just gonna make kind of a triangular shape under my eye. I'm gonna put that on my chin a little bit, on my nose, the bridge of my nose, and on my forehead. Then again, taking my damp Real Technique sponge, I'm gonna blend that all out. I just use my finger to kind of tap out around my eye so I don't mess up any makeup, my eye makeup. Alright, and again, taking my cream contour, I'm going to mix this middle shade right here. This is Shadow, and then I'm going to mix it with a darker shade called Mink. So just tap it in there. This is a Morphe E25 brush. I'm going to place it in my contoured areas, so on my cheekbones. I kind of round it up towards the cheek, so it accents my cheek. It makes me look like I have a rounder cheek. And on the temples and forehead. And on my jawline. Then I'm going to flip the brush over to this pointed side. I'm just going to take the middle color called Shadow. I'm going to contour my nose with it. The way I contour my nose, I just contour the tip of it just to make it look a little bit more buttony, since I already have kind of a button nose, but I like to enhance it. Alright, then I'm going to take a Real Technique, what's this, the sculpting brush, just an angled, fluff or dense brush. I'm going to take this first shade called Fawn. I'm going to dip my brush in here, and then this is going to act or help blend it out more. So I'm going to just place it on my face and go in upward circular motion so I don't move the foundation underneath. I'm going upward so it doesn't drag down and make it look muddy. Okay, blend out the nose. Then on the forehead, I push it into my hairline. And then blend out the jaw. Blend that one down. Okay, and now before I set everything with powder, I'm going to set it with my MAC Fix Plus. So I'm just going to spritz that all over my face. Alright, and let that dry. Alright, so once that's pretty much dried, I'm going to set my under eye and I'm going to bake a little bit. So I'm going to use my Coty Airspun powder and translucent extra coverage. Oops, I just got everywhere. Okay. So I'm just going to set that right. So all I'm doing is baking under my eyes. And I might go back later and bake under my contour after I put the powder down. So I'm going to let this sit for a couple of minutes and then I'll be back and to wipe it off. Okay, so after this has been sitting for a little bit, I'm going to take my Naked Skin Ultra Definition Loose Finishing Powder. This is in the shade Naked Light. I'm just going to put a little bit into the cap. And swirl my brush around. And I press it into my skin. Okay, and now I'm going to dust off my under eye baking, and I'm going to use a Morphe M500 to do that. Okay. And then just to lighten underneath my eyes a little bit more, I'm going to take the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores setting powder, and I'm just going to tap that underneath my eye. Alright, so moving on to bronzer. Ooh, what do I want to use? Okay. I'm gonna take my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. It's right there. And this is, I'm gonna use a Morphe M140. Just run that right there. Go on the temples of your forehead too, just to warm you up. Get on your jawline, of course, and a little bit on the neck. Alright, I like to do my highlight before my blush. So I'm going to take the Ofra Cosmetics highlighter in You Glow Girl, and this is in collaboration with Dupe That. It's such a gorgeous highlight. Love it so much. Okay, then I'm going to use a Morphe M427. This is just a dual fiber blush brush, but I like it for my highlight. So I'm just going to top that on my cheeks. Or cheekbone. I'm going to use my finger and get the tip of my nose and a little bit on the bridge. And then on my Cupid's bow. Okay, and for blush today, this is a limited edition blush that from Tarte called Ecstatic. That's what this one looks like. Nice peachy color. And the brush I'm using for that is a Morphe M403. That's what that one looks like. The reason I like to do my highlight before my blush is because when I put the blush on, it kind of melts it into my contour and just makes it all even and how I like it. Alright, and the final step in my foundation routine is to spritz my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. And that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something new, and if you did enjoy it, please hit that like button down there, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.